What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran. I am here to do a collective reading. Okay, this is essentially going to be for all signs, right? That's from Aries to all the others. Aries to the. I was trying to do it in alphabetical order. I don't know the last one though, so. Um, Scorpio, I don't care. I'm over it. Anyway, all the signs, all that good stuff. This collective reading. So this is essentially what's just going on the planet for you right now. So if you tune into this reading, you're hearing my nasally voice, looking at my pasty hands, then I'm here to just bring you a message of what's going on for you, what you can expect during this time, during July. Okay, so this is going to be a July reading, energy readings. Okay. Not my most smoothest introduction. That was the equivalent of my introductory skills in high school trying to get laid, which is to say I never did in high school. So anyway, that's how bad my skills were. Alright guys, let's veer away from that and let's get into some good stuff here, guys. Okay, so dear spirit guides and angels, please connect me with the energy of the collective and what is going on right now. Please bring me nothing but truth, love, and light from the highest perspective possible to let me understand what's going on with everyone. Alright, so again, if you're tuning into this is just energy for what you're going through, okay? This is, all signs apply. This is just for you, okay? It doesn't matter if you're Virgo or Scorpio or an alien. Okay, starseed, this is just whatever you're going through, okay? Alright, so why don't we start with some energy, okay? So dear spirit, why don't you tell me what's going on with the energy of this collective, of the collective right now, on the earth right now, what's going on right now. We'll pull a couple cards and we'll see what we can get, okay? Okay, the first card that we have is the Stand Your Ground card. This would be the equivalent of the Seven of Wands, okay? Now the Stand Your the Stand Your Ground card, as you can see this character, this sort of silhouette of a man here, standing firm against what looks like the sun or the comet, but some impending doom or some kind of object, right? But yet he's standing very tall because he's reached this position and it's not going to let anything stand in his way. Okay, now this is kind of an energy that's what's going on right now with the collective, because many of you might be feeling like it's time for you to stand up for yourself. If not for yourself, then for others. This could be a project, a passion, a volunteer work. It could just be you getting involved in something outside of yourself, a community, something larger than yourself, even just this actual idea of an awakening, some spiritual element to it all. But you are probably in your life, if you're watching this video, listening to me talk here, you probably find yourself a little bit sick and tired of kind of like going through it. You know what I mean? Kind of sick and tired of going through the shit, going back and forth. Maybe, you're tired of not having money, and you understand maybe at this point that, abundance and thoughts create your reality, and maybe there's some lack going on in your life, and you're probably getting to this point, you're just kind of sick because you know all that intellectually, and yet you're just like, well, what the hell, why can I not make it work, what's going on here? And you're kind of just getting sick. This is the process of empowering yourself. This is the process of empowerment. So many of you are actually starting the formations of empowering yourself for once and for good. Many people at this point in their journey, and please let me know if this resonates, will sometimes feel like spirit, the universe, whatever you really want to call it here, has completely abandoned you, or you might feel a little bit cut off to some degree. And that's because what empowerment means is to rely on nothing but the own energy within. And that might be what you're kind of being shifted through the sands in order to do here. Okay, in order to really take control of your life. So you have this sort of stand your ground card to really talk about the energy that you're in now, or you're currently working towards. And I absolutely am in that myself, and I think a lot of people are in that energy. To whether it doesn't have to be finances, it could be love, it could be work, it could be projects, passions, right? But it's this element of not wanting to give up, continuing. Okay, so let's keep going with spirit. We'll give us some more information on the energy that we're all going to. Yeah, we have the disruption card. So this is like the tower card. You can see this pudgy little bastard all all kind of disrupted quite literally here. This is the akin to the Tower card. So some darkness. I know the light and the audio on this computer isn't very good. At some point I will get a new one, unless I die, in which case I won't. But for now, hopefully you guys can see this card here. So the disruption, right? It's kind of shifted into different blocks. So the character here, the metaphor, of course, with the symbolism here is that doesn't feel very. He feels very shaken up. Okay, so this is talking about the energy going on behind the stand your ground. What's the reason behind you wanting to stand up for yourself? What's the reason behind doing that? Well, the reason is because so many things in your life have shifted. So many things no longer serve you. Moving away from so many instances or energies of whatever was holding you back, and you may have struggled up and down, quite like myself. And finally, this time around in July 2020, along with the things that are going on the planet, which are definitely both these energies anyway, along with this sort of spiritual collective, you're probably like, it's upset you enough that it's finally some solid ground that you're heading towards, rather than this up and down. You're finally putting your foot down and saying, you know what, screw the past, I'm tired of telling myself, repeating the same old story. So there is this tower kind of energy behind your empowerment right now. Okay, the other day I was sick, or not sick like a flu. I injured myself, and it taught me a lesson about that specific injury. Okay, and what that meant for me. So I took that injury, and I finally got the lesson. I was struggling up and down with that particular thing, and then I injured myself, and then I kind of realized, oh, you know what? It's just not worth to do the same thing anymore. It's the same thing with kind of like food, you know? How many times I in my life have eaten so much in a bingey kind of way. And my diet is pretty balanced, but sometimes I'd still go on this kind of binge. And then, you know, finally, like, you just have like this huge kind of stomach, and that's been happening to me as well, where I just get like these really blockages. I feel it in my stomach, and then I have these dreams that are very, very lucid in a sense, and they really do indicate, you know, like I had a dream that was talking about like your gut. How are you supposed to listen to your gut? Listen to your instinct, your gut instinct, if it's always filled with things. So isn't it better to feel lighter? Like that was my dream. It was very, very clear, and things like that just get kind of very tiring. So, and then of course friendships falling apart, things in the past, whatever's going on, you might notice just so many things in your life just shifting around and just not fulfilling you, and maybe you're being left on your own right now, because all of this tower energy is really forcing you to stand your ground. So that makes perfect sense. Let me keep going with this energy. We got a couple more cards. Yeah, so we have the partnership and alliances card. So this is pretty good. So this is like, I believe this is like the Three of Wands, or is it like the Three of Pentacles? It's probably like the Three of Wands. Is it? Is it the same color as this one? So it's the Three of Wands. So you can see here these two people, it's a man and woman here, but joining hands. So this is going to be talking about romantic partnerships for a lot of you, but as an energy, you know, romantic partnerships, business partnerships, but certainly as an energy, this is talking about the need for community. This is reaching out to people. This is actually formulating new friendships and new ways of connecting with people, okay? So as there is a tower energy that uproots you, shifts some things around in your life, you're starting to take back some power. You're kind of saying, you know what, screw the old shit, screw this. I'm going to do something about this. I'm taking what I want, right? This is the energy you're getting into. Because of that, because you're taking what you want, someone else's hand is going to meet you halfway, and see if I can do this in a normal way. It's going to grab you. You guys are both going to grab each other in a non-sexual way, guys. And it's going to take you farther, okay, than you had before alone, okay? So as you stand up for yourself and you literally reach out into the universe reaches back to you in whatever form, okay? This could be a metaphorical arm reaching out, but this could be the person who gives you the job, the person who gives you the money, the person who recognizes your hard work in your writing, your music, your poetry, your, you know, your YouTube, your tarot, whatever it is you got going on, your photography, you know, your business, your spiritual business, your own business, your work, whatever it is, a promotion. Something is coming back to greet you halfway. You're meeting the universe halfway. So there's a lot of alliances being formed energetically here, okay? You're actually going to be attracting some people back into your life as well. Not only new people, but people probably from your past. sometimes raising your vibration means that you not only do you meet new people who match that, but you sometimes attract some people that you really used to like in your past, but for whatever reason just went different ways. And some of them are coming back around here, okay? So let me get 2 more cards for the energy that's going on here. Spirit. Yeah, we have the mental conflict card. So this is again talking about disruption, standing your ground. This is like the Two of Swords. This is just having a lot of just kind of having some stress. You can see like there's this kind of blockage here, this mental blockage. This is talking about the stress that's coming along with all these changes. I don't really even need to get into that too much. It's definitely just really, really speaking about the kind of anxiety and the anxious thoughts that are going on right now within the collective for what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish. You guys probably have some very strong desires, especially with the stand your ground and the partnerships card, but the mental conflict is more about how you go about doing them. And because the mind can't comprehend anything, not in a spiritual way, not anymore, the mental conflict card comes out here to essentially say that you are stressing out because there's some things you can't see clearly yet. So it's almost like it's just causing you, there's a blockage, something you don't quite know. And again, a lot of you are feeling that right now because you may be wondering how come you can't manifest or get the specific thing that you've been working so hard for, okay? And lastly, we have another 2, and this is what I was talking about with the creativity. We have the sacral chakra, okay? So there is some sacral chakra energy going on within the collective right now, all these signs, because we have this very creative, nurturing, birthing energy right here. The sacral chakra is all about creation. It's also all about sex. So for all you guys and gals out there, you better start shaving your respective parts so you guys can bang it out. Is a great way of putting that. But sacral chakra is primarily, along with sex, making love, whatever you want to call it, is also about creativity and creation, and you're putting yourself out into the world. It's that orange vibing kind of light, this aura, and it's very childlike and joyous, and it again, a lot of you might be just spending a lot of time creating something, whether or not it's more traditional creation such as music and writing, something that I've myself have been experiencing this month so far. Like over the past 2 weeks, really, I've just been creating and creating and creating. To an alarming degree almost. And whether it's something like that, you could also just find yourself birthing new ideas about things, or also it could be more about sprucing things up in a creative way, maybe a creative way of thinking because of this mental conflict, right? So some new ideas coming in, certainly for many of you, and also rather than just a traditional sort of creation like music and writing and whatnot, it could also be that many of you are sort of seeing things with new possibilities in the way that maybe you want to spruce up your home, so you change things around. Maybe you're trying to create a vision, something like that, with some other people, and maybe at the workplace there's just some creative initiatives that you might think about taking. Okay, so very creative energy going on for a lot of you guys right now. And the sacral chakra is a beautiful card. I just want to take a look at it right here because I don't talk about the chakras too much, and so my knowledge on them is a little bit I don't know, vapid. That's not the right word. It's a little bit minuscule. Vapid is not the right word at all, but that's funny. The glands are the testicles and the ovaries. That's great. But the key words of this chakra is I want, right? Right, and yeah, so I just wanted to get this part. So the best way to sort of get this energy flowing is dancing, meditation, and yoga, right? And of course, expressing your sexuality and nurturing yourself, right? Remembering that you, of course, do have a place in this world and that you do matter. So elements like that are coming up in this collective, and I just wanted to read that about what you could do to sort of initiate that. Yoga is a great thing. I do it almost every day. It really does keep the energy flowing. Dancing is, again, absolutely a great way of getting that energy flowing, okay? So that is the energy of what's going on within this collective right now. I'm going to pull an equal amount of cards to tell you what energy is coming your way, okay? So this is like your current energy, this collective is currently experiencing, but I'm going to get some cards that are going to sort of indicate what is going to be coming towards you that might be a little bit different in this energy, okay? So dear spirit guides, angels, please give me some wisdom here, some cards about what is coming this collective's way? What is it that they can expect? Okay. What is this energy shaping up to be? Right now, this might take place at the end of July. It could take place in August. Okay, but this is essentially what's happening after this current energy you're experiencing. Okay, and the largest card or the major arcana that we would have here is only one, which is the disruption, which tells me that I like to think that many of the tower moments are either behind you or you're currently just experiencing, and it will be over soon. Okay? So let's take a look and we'll see what's coming your way. Yeah, now we have the Three of Pentacles. This is that recognition and reward card. So again, like I was saying with the partnerships and alliances and the stand your ground, a lot of you guys will be feeling like tired, worn out. You've been working so hard for just whatever it is you've been trying to pursue. The recognition reward card comes in here to say, finally, there is going to be someone that notices you. Again, a promotion, a boss, a compliment, somebody who likes your jean shorts, whatever it may be. But there are some people or a person coming in here to probably help you out and to finally put you into the path where you belong, to give you some opportunities. Okay, so there's an opportunity coming up here to really not only work with other people, to be a part as a team, to really expand yourself with others, but also to be recognized for what you've made and contributed so far in whatever fashion that is. Okay, so moving on from that, which is a good energy to be in because it finally does mean that hard work that you've been working toward is finally going to pay off here. Okay, yeah, we have the 3, and now we go into the 4. This is the foundation and achievements card. This is like the 4 of Wands. This is that harmony, that peace, that kind of marriage card. So what's happening for a lot of you guys coming your way is there's an element of peace. There's some harmony, again, being recognized for what it is that you've been working towards, whether or not it could be if you're single or something like that. Maybe you're just being noticed more, or maybe a partner finally does come in, or somebody that's for your vibration, right? Attracting love into your life, whatever that means. But for work, whatever, the 4, the foundation and achievements, is again saying there's some solid ground coming at the end of July, August, right? There's some real balance, okay? 4, right? And a lot of you guys might be entering into a partnership, reconnecting with people, right? Twin flames, reconnecting with each other, soulmates, meeting for the first time, meeting new people, right? Whether or not they're romantic or platonic, or there is just this element of career, but whatever it is, the foundation card is like a happy home. So many of you guys, there is a message that soon you guys will be finding a new place to live, right? I'm definitely with you there. Myself, I've got basically the rest of July, and I don't know what the hell's going to happen, right? Every day is a weird day for me, but having that card is kind of saying, like, as you're working towards this energy up here, you're working through this. This is preparing you for this. You guys are being prepared for some peace and some harmony and some actual success. Okay, and that is good. Okay, yeah, we have, look at this card. We have the conflict and defeat card. This is like the 5 of Swords. Okay, so what's coming up for a lot of you guys is, unfortunately, again, just in line with the Tower card, that disruption is about walking away from things. Okay, this guy is kind of like, he's kind of just like, you know what, fuck that shit, and he's out of there. He's donezo. Okay, he doesn't want to be there anymore. This is talking directly to where you've been, okay? This is whatever's causing you conflict in your life, you're walking away from it. Now, there might be a single instance of that, an occurrence, an argument, a separation, or just ending something, a situation, a person, a relationship, a business, a job, whatever, some sort of old habit, whatever it may be. You're walking away from things, okay? Now, it might just have been a long time coming, or it might be just something singular, like an event that happens, but whatever the case is, you guys are kind of just done. You're kind of just done with shit, okay? It seems like you're walking away from quite a lot, but there's this candle here, which means that it's not completely over, okay? There is still hope. So whatever it is you're walking away from, know that it's in your highest good, okay? So as you get this achievement, as you get this reward, it's probably going to allow you guys to sort of walk away from some things, right? To really, to just get away from it all. To just really, because of that success, because of whatever comes in, yeah, harmony, look at that. A lot of you guys are really walking away from something towards harmony, towards peace, just like I was saying with there. So this is like the Lover's card, okay? This is many of you either walking away from a relationship into a bright, brand new one. This is walking away from a negative, stagnant period in your relationship into a peaceful, happy one. This is walking away from being single, negative, pessimistic, into being harmony with somebody else. But this is like for most of you, like 70-80%. If there was even a way to gauge that. But 70-80% of you guys are heading into a relationship of some kind, okay? This is strong relationship energy, but this is also having to make a choice as well. So there is going to be some choices that are going to need to be made, either between two people or between two situations, but you guys are heading towards a peaceful resolution no matter what. It's good eye. And then, yeah, absolutely, we have third eye chakra here. So the sacral chakra up there, the third eye chakra here, another 6. I think it's funny how it works out. You have the 2 and the 2, and now you have the 6 and the 6, which is interesting. I'm not really supposed to know what that means. Maybe that's a message for someone. But I guess, 2 is divisible by 6, which is awesome. It's about as far as I got in my math knowledge. So probably a lot of you guys are going to have to use your intuition here to make these choices. That's definitely a message coming in here. But also, this is going to be a very powerful time for your third eye chakra, for your intuition. Okay, this is that space between your eyebrows, right? That in the center of your forehead there. This is where your intuition and your ability to see through the veil, the illusions, comes in. Okay, the third eye chakra. Really want to strengthen that through meditation. This is about knowing. Okay, keywords is I know. So this is about your ability to trust. So this is trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Like I was saying earlier with that gut instinct, you really are learning to trust yourself this month by doing what you're supposed to. Okay, whether or not, whatever that means for you. A lot of you guys are really honing in on who's good for you, whose energy matches yours, who you don't want in your life, who you do want in your life, what situations you want in your life, what situations you don't. That is being absolutely keyed in here with the third eye chakra. Again, meditation is absolutely going to come out here. It's going to take a look, but if you're not meditating yet, because a lot of you guys I feel are, this is going to be saying to definitely do that. Okay, so it is about seeing things clearly, right? So yeah, so just to balance this out, it's just talking about doing a yoga, visualizations, tai chi, breath work, things like that. Yeah, absolutely. And this is, again, it talks about harmony, and you have that harmony card right there. But yeah, walking meditation is very good. Going out in nature, things like that. Clearing your mind as much as possible. Okay, so meditation, breath work, anything that puts you in the present moment is really going to help you see things clearly. Okay, so those energies they make sense, right? At least I think they do. And so what's going to be, I think someone's trying to call me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull advice cards for you guys, okay? So I'm going to get 3 cards, Spirit, so give me some advice for the collective right now. What is it that they need to be focusing on to really come into this empowerment, this energy? Okay, we have sacrifice, okay? Now this is the Hanged Man card, I believe. So even though this is almost looks nothing like the traditional Hangman card, it does have the sacrifice card. So many of you guys, in order to reach this new level of yourself, are going to have to sacrifice something. Okay, this is going to be sacrificing a habit, a bad habit. This is going to be, for many of you, sacrificing a partner, a woman, a man. Right? Doesn't have to be either. Doesn't have to be the gender of the card here, but it is going to be a sacrifice of some kind to propel you forward. So if you find yourself in a limbo state, it's probably so you can self-reflect and realize and understand what is in your life that's no longer working. So remove that, okay? Because whatever that is blocking you out here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it there. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry about that. Storage space ran out, and the whole reading got discombobulated, but so all these cards are all over the place, and I'm not going to take the time to arrange them. So I believe that the last card was this card, which is a sacrifice, which I was just saying that in order for this, for some advice from Spirit, it's just talking about the need to let go of things that are no longer serving you, so that you can move forward and get whatever it is, that manifestation that we were talking about that you actually do want. So other than that, there is 2 more cards I'm going to pull for advice. Let's see what Spirit has to say. We have the intuition card, so another 2. So this is, again, going in line with the third eye chakra, which is, this is like the high priestess, so this is definitely needing to Right now, trust your intuition for what's your highest good. Okay, this is going to be found in silence, stillness, meditation, just what we were talking about with the third eye chakra that I have up here. So you have two major arcanas, which is again very, very powerful energy. So there is this connection to your higher self going on. So your intuition, again, double confirmation with the third eye chakra card, is going to be very heightened for the rest of July. And certainly you're going to want to focus on listening to that small, still voice going on inside of you. And then finally, as advice card, we have the spiritual strength card. So this is really like the Nine of Wands, and this is saying to not give up, to persevere through whatever personal challenge you're going through. Don't give up on whatever it is that you're currently working towards, whether or not that's love, money, success, some sort of recognition, or if it is just to know more, to get over some fears, or to just become a better version of yourself, or to maybe let go of some things from the past, such as old wounds and heartaches, whatever they may be. Persevere, because you do actually have the strength to continue forward, and to do so in a very calm and sort of a spiritual way. So remember, connect with yourself more right now, even though things may seem pretty bleak and dark at times. It's darkest before the dawn type of cliche, pithy saying does actually hold some weight in a situation like this. Okay, so again, sorry if the reading got all messed up there, but we got it. It's done, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. All right, thank you so much, guys, and I will talk to you guys next time I do a video. All right.